I can't help but be racist. It's true. I can't help but be racist. It's true. I
Eight years ago, Swapfire twisted your mind on Wii U. And right now, it's officially back in action on Steam. Beam into the mind-bending world of Swapfire and duke it out in the greatest game show of 2139. Shoot your opponents to swap spots so you can outwit and outmaneuver each other in Swapfire's arenas. Play solo or with up to 4 players via split screen or Steam remote play together. And keep the contest going with 9 game modes to unlock. Scan the QR code on your screen to secure Swapfire today.
Okay. Welcome to the show. The volume might be a little low. Hello. Good to see you guys. Whoo, Lordy. Give me a minute. Oh, Lord. So, today is the start of the new year for Gabbin and Games. We have... Fuck you, Addie Pie. We have a prep show. We got... we've been... Oh, come on, man. Look, we've been doing a lot of little pilot episodes to see what the best morning shows are. So I've got about 3 of them lined up, 3 or 4 of them. And we're going to, some days we'll be doing this, which is the prep show for the later afternoon show of Gabbin and Games. But there's so many new little bobs and bells and whistles now that we're working with. And Tech Protect is officially starting today. You know, there's just a lot of things we're trying to balance, and I apologize for the delay and the echo and all that good stuff. So anyway, this is the show where we're going to prepare for the afternoon show on a day like today. And it's very casual. It's very laid back. I'm drinking my muscle milk because I'm a big, you know, I'm into that. But it's real chill. So, and you know what Tech Protect says to me? He says, look, man, because he's a very smart guy. You'll get to know him. And he's looking at the analytics and he says, well, you have a relatively large percentage of people who watch the show in the UK. You really need to stream early to make sure you get them live. Like, I think David Seeger in the chat, I think he's a UK fella. And point being, oh, come on, man. Just hang on. Just look, that's why it's members only chat. That's why it's called the prep stream. This is very chill. We're going to, and my medicine hasn't kicked it. Shut up. You know? God, hang on. Oh. You would think I'm drunk. At least Kojima's not in the UK, is he, Rob the Mind? Hello, Rob the Mind. How was your new year, man? Why Addie Pie says, why are you so different? Fuck you. Why am I so different? Hang on, motherfucker. Okay. What was I thinking? Why am I so different? There's a reason. I was thinking about this. You guys got to just hang with me. I'm sorry. I'm not faded. I don't know what that means. Okay. Lock in, Jaffe. Stay on target. Anyway, I was thinking about this, about people being different. Oh, I know what it was. So, I was talking to Calvin last night and my boy, and it was so funny because I referenced my ex, his mom, and we were talking about her for some reason. I says, it's the funniest thing. I'm still married. And he and I just started laughing. I have a wife. What? I'm officially still married because we didn't, we don't care. We hang out and it's like, fuck it. We're not officially married, but it's a lot of work to get divorced and it's amicable. And we're like, fuck it. We don't care. And so I started thinking about it and I'm like, a lot of people would think that's weird, right? A lot of people would say, oh, that's fucking weird, Jaffe. Why'd you do that? And I was like, you know what? I'm so tired of people that are afraid of weird and whatnot. It's like everybody's weird and nobody wants to admit it. Everybody, can you imagine how much better the world would be? Look at the screen. Do you know what you're looking at? Who is it weird, Addie Pie? Fuck you. Anthony Wright says, I'm officially married, but I haven't talked to her in 18 months. I talk to my ex all the time. She was over here last night. We were watching, what What did we watch? We watched that movie Saturday night about Saturday Night Live. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad because I love the subject matter. But it wasn't like a great motion picture show. But yeah, I never signed. I mean, it's not that I didn't sign the divorce papers like she wanted to. We were just like, hey, you want to get divorced, or we should get divorced? We're like, yeah, okay. We told the kids, they were real young. They're like, okay. And we lived in the same house together for like a year and a half. Okay, we had a big enough house, and she had her own room, and I had my own room and all that. It wasn't weird or anything. It was just, because... So, yeah, we should embrace, as 2020, what is it now? 2025 kicks in. Rob the Mod says he's married to the streets. People are like, is this officially a show about video games? It is, man. I promise it is. But you got to give me a little bit of a break. If I'm going to be super pro and focused on the afternoon, I did not get the garage, Salvador. Go fuck yourself. Although we had a nice garage. You got to let me be a little relaxed on this show, but I hope you don't mind. BT Maverick, look at that. Steps up to the bar, puts his dick on the bar and says, look at my penis. BT Maverick, thank you, buddy. That's very generous of you. What a way to kick off the new year. He has gifted 5 memberships to the Diet Soda Soldiers. Look at that shit, man. Thank you, buddy. Here's the ones who have are bathing in his generosity. Gross. Relsky, Dark Cloud, Alex, Mutant, no, Danny W, and C have all been gifted memberships by good sir BT Maverick. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, David Seeger says, my wife luckily likes games and we don't have kids or resent each other. I never resented, and I haven't resented my ex. It just got to the point where it was like, okay, we did that. That was fun for a long time. And now let's not do that anymore. Okay. All right, look what's on the screen. This is Chunk from the Goonies. I had to see it, and now I'm not going to play it because Anthony Wright's ex-boss, Prince, would copyright my channel. This is Chunk from the Goonies on Kids Incorporated. And he is singing a song from, I think this was on Purple Rain, the album called Baby I'm a Star. And it's a great song, actually. It's one of my favorites from that album. I don't think they ever released it as a single, but it's really good. And I don't know what parent was watching out for Chunk at the time that said, you know what you should do? Go on Kids Incorporated and sing this fucking song. You have no skills at singing. You have no skills at dancing. This song makes no sense for you to sing. And he sings it, and it's awful. And I'm so tempted to fucking play it. And I might later. But first, we have a job to do. We have to prep the show he is a big entertainment lawyer now, Mutimo, that's true. And what I'll tell you about him is it was so sweet. It was so nice that, when, I don't know how you say his name, Ki Hu Kwan, the guy who played Short Round, who won his Oscar, apparently this guy, Jeff Cohen, who doesn't look obviously like Chuck, can you imagine if he still looked this way? He never aged. He's still dressed like this. It's like, do the truffle shuffle. But while he's in court and stuff, objection. I'll sustain your objection, but you have to do the truffle shuffle. Come on. But anyway, point being is he's his entertainment lawyer, so he took him to the Oscars when he got his Oscar. I like that guy, man. That's a hell of a story. That's a hell of a fucking story. They are going to copyright me over. Anthony Wright, who played guitar with Prince, says they're not going to copyright strike you over Chunk. It's everything. It's Prince's song. It's Kids Incorporated. Those two things together. Wayne says this looks like a child Todd Howard. You guys want to see if Tech Protect is watching? Here's how we'll know. We're going to let Tech Protect make the call. Tech Protect's our new producer on the show. Where are you, Tech Protect? If he's watching, I'm going to wait for him to hit me up in the Discord or the proper chat and tell me if I should play it or not. Because if I play it, I'm going to have to then go back through the video at the end and scrub out the audio, but I should play it. I'll wait for Tech Protect to give me a. This is his first test in the gauntlet of the show. Todd Howard looks like a child. Todd Howard. Let's talk about the way Todd Howard looks for a minute. Can we talk about Todd Howard's looks? And I'm not listen. Todd Howard exec produced and wrote one of my favorite game of the year. I'm not mocking the guy, but Todd Howard has had an interesting visual transformation over the years. So there was a long time where I thought Todd Howard was probably one of the best looking dudes in video games, right? And I bring this up. What's with his hat? This hat? I bring this up because the very first DICE awards I went to, or the DICE video game show that they put on in approximation to the awards, happened at the same time. Jason Rubin was speaking at DICE, or he was one of the speakers, and he was talking about how video game creators need to be treated more like celebrities and we should get into parties and all this shit. And he was talking about, a lot of it is how video game creators don't carry themselves well. And it's like, you guys need to work on he didn't say this literally, but it was pretty much because he talking about Ted Price, and Jason Rubin was a pretty good looking young guy. And he was like, you guys need to look max, basically. Right. And we started talking at lunch about who are the actual good looking people in video games. And I made this horrible faux pas. I'm sitting there with the Sony people, and I say, well, it's like a open buffet thing at the hotel in Vegas. And so everybody's sitting around and stuff, but we're sitting at our table, the Sony table. And I says to the folks I'm with, I says, well, I'm never going to be a good looking Jason Rubin type, but at least I don't look like Sid Meier. And Sid Meier was literally sitting right behind me, and I don't know if he heard me. I'm sure he did. But Todd Howard came up as one of the guys that was a good-looking fella. And Todd, for a long time, was a really good-looking fella. But now whenever I see Todd Howard, and I'm calling it like I see it. But lately, Todd Howard looks like an old lady, right? It's like he's gone from being, I don't know what happened to him. And I don't mean that terribly. He's a very talented guy. He's probably working himself to death. I got nothing against the man. I've only met him once. But Rob says, eat it, Sid. But something happened to him. Maybe it's just that he got wrinkles as he got older. And he or maybe it's the hair. He kind of has a Mrs. Doubtfire thing going on now. Whenever you see him, is that just me? Am I the only one that sees that? But now he kind of looks like a dude looks like a lady kind of now. John Romero used to be good looking. Don't know about it now. He's still good looking. Anthony, yeah, he's a good looking dude. And his current wife is Brenda Romero, who's a very attractive. But I love they're such good people. I like them both a great deal. So it's kind of hard to think about it in those terms. But Brad Glasgow says he kind of looks like a lesbian. Todd Howard? What are you talking? Even Gabriel says he looks like. How do you look like a lesbian? What are you talking about? Oh my God. Salvador says Jaffe was the winner of the most sexiest fat guy in gaming by EGM. Second place was Gabe Newell. Well, that was almost funny enough to let you become a mod, Salvador, but not quite, you stupid whore. Kevin says he does have lesbian vibes now that you think about it. What are you talking? How does somebody have a lesbian vibe? Listen, I'm going to tell you something. So I'm playing Dragon Age late into the night, which is probably why I'm tired this morning. And, well, I said he looks like a late. Kevin says, Jaffe, you literally just said he looks like a lady. Yeah, he looks like a lady, but how do you look like a lesbian? You're attributing aspects to him that are not visual. It's like he looks like what you're basically saying is he now, not only does he look like a woman, but he looks like a woman who favors sexually this women. Wayne B says, Todd, Come on. He says Todd is the Rachel Maddow of gaming. Come on now. What do you mean, please say I'm joking? Yeah, that's true. Frank says Todd Howard does have a pretty nice rack, Jaffe. You got to give him that. That's true. That's true. To straight biased men, says Anthony, short hair equals lesbian. I suppose so. I mean, Maddow is an open lesbian. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, come on. I was so close to a good story. I don't know. Yeah, maybe he's a lesbian. I don't know, but I like Todd Howard. Look, man, I'll tell you what, Bethesda is responsible for the Frank says I just subbed to Todd Howard's OnlyFans. Hey, look, man, you know, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I'm sure there are gamers out there that probably have an OnlyFans, right? Gotta be. Somebody out there, you know. Cliff Blazinski's on Cameo. Now I kind of want to get on Cameo. Kind of seems like fun, but what do you Rob, you have 3. What do you charge for Cameo, right? Like what is, I know sex work is work. I got nothing. I think sex work should be legal, but, maybe I can take these off right now. I don't have any audio needs. Todd Howard. Look, what I was going to say though is, you know, Bethesda has done my game of the year last year. I think it was last year was Starfield. Was that last year? And this year was Indiana Jones. So I got nothing but love for Todd Howard, you know, but I'm, you know, we can still talk about what he looks like. Okay, yeah. Frank Blasey says during Jaffe's cameos, he pays you. Hey, please let me do a cameo for you. I'll give you $10. Anyway, yeah. Shut Eye Bandit says Indy is my game of the year as well. Yeah, it's delightful. Oh, I know what it's going to tell you. Speaking of semi, so I'm up late playing the Dragon Age, which I like very much. Top 3, top 4 game of the year for me. I'll do my top list next week or the week after. Speaking of, right now I've only got a couple of folks, Hectorhowl, Jojo D, a few others, who have sent me their 1 to 2 minute video that will be part of the show of their top 3 games of 2024. I'm disappointed in you sons of bitches. Hit me up on the Twitter. Or the Discord and send me your video. Anthony says Gina and I will do a cameo for you for $50. Why would I pay for it? You guys just sent me one over the fucking New Year's. It was very nice. I appreciate it. I get a text from Gina and there's a link. And the last time I clicked on it, you know, I had to pick her up in Columbia at like 4 a.m. free her from the cartels, but it was a fun adventure. Anyway, the point is I click on it and, it was Anthony and Gina doing a little New Year's little dance. But anyway, so I'm playing Dragon Age. Thank God, get back to the point, you moron. I'm playing Calvin.
Yeah.
Are you awake?
No.
Did you sleep good?
Yeah.
I'm streaming.
Okay.
I'm not high or drunk, but I feel high and drunk. What is that? You ever woke up and you just feel silly?
Yeah, I guess I feel silly, but I don't feel high or drunk.
Oh, I don't know. I can't focus. Calvin, I love you.
Love you.
My baby. My sweet boy.
One.
I'll take you. Okay, so I'm playing the Dragon Age last night, and it starts to get to the point where the character is starting to have the ability to be in relationships with the other characters, like romantic relationships. And I had been playing a guy character since the beginning because I usually play female characters in games. I like playing female characters. And I've had so many people say, oh, I hate playing female characters. And I'm like, why? And they're like, because if you play a guy character and you are a guy, you can relate more to the character. And I've never felt that way, but I figured, fuck it, I'll play a guy character. And suddenly I'm playing this guy character and he starts to have the ability to have the romance with these ladies. And, or the men if you want. And I'm like going, well, you know, I'd rather it be two ladies to watch on the screen, right? I don't, you know. And so I went to this magic mirror and I changed my character into a lady character. And then I go to the ladies and I say, okay, now I'm going to do the romance option. And what I didn't realize was once you pick one, you're kind of locked. And I'm like, oh, so I just picked Harding because she was the first one that said, hey, do you want to be in a relationship with Harding? And she's cute, but that wouldn't have been my first choice. But I guess now I'm locked into a relationship with Harding. And they started kissing. I'm saying it because it makes me uncomfortable. I started kissing. My character, the lady lesbian, Rook, started kissing Harding. And Harding has this weird thing that when she touches people like Rogue and the X-Men, they get all passed out and shit. What do you mean Harding is not cute? She's cute. She's cute. She is cute, you fuck. Look at her. She's not, I mean, you know, she's a dwarf character. Like, I don't know what they call, like, she's a hobbit. So, you know, and I'm not really into that size differential, but, you know, if the sizes were matched, she'd be super fucking cute. Look at her. What are you talking about? She's not cute. She kind of looks like a little freckle-faced Emma Stone. Is this Harding in the earlier? Oh, that's weird. She really has changed. Yeah, I guess if this is what you're used to with Harding. Anyway. Did I make my female lesbian character look like Todd Howard? No, she looks like all my female characters always look like Taylor Swift. Johnny Utah says Harding is insufferable. What are you talking about? She's fun. She's fun. I don't have a little person fetish. She was a woman and I clicked the heart icon. And then suddenly, don't say big ass forehead. This is the one in the game. Anyway, the point is, let's plan today's show, shall we? What do we got? Oh, I have to tell you this story real quick. So the other night I tweet this out and I thought it was funny. Let me bring my screen down a little bit. And I'll tell you something, this fucking video game culture, these people are out of their fucking minds. I agree modern Harding is pretty. I'm with you, man. Okay, I got to burp. Hang on. Come on now. Come on. Where's Tech Protect? Where are you, boy? What is this? Where is my producer? Anyway. Frank says, is there a quest in the game where you help Harding reach for the milk on the top shelf? You're on fire. You're on fire today, Frank. There's Tech Protect. Tech Protect, I have your first big challenge. I don't like this, by the way. In the JoJo D room, I got Sal and Gun and Jezebel talking. Is the show not interesting enough for you guys that you got to go into the JoJo D room and make your own entertainment? Fine. Your membership check clears, whatever. But here's the point, Tech Protect. I got this video of Chunk from Kids Incorporated, and from the Goonies. Oh, shut up, Addie Pie! Don't be so mad. And I want to play it because it's horrible, but I worry about it because it's not going to get us a copyright strike, but it's going to basically say, hey, you can't monetize your video until you go in. Oh, now Gina's in the fucking room. Hang on. Really? Really? Okay, so is the show is simply not entertaining enough that you guys have to come into this room? Is that what's happening?
We're watching the show.
We're doing a
Yeah,
live show.
right now.
And what I like is Gina was just in here and she had to run out because she knew I was coming in here to give her shit. And she's like, oh, I guess I don't want Jaffe to yell at me. What the fuck? Now Anthony's in here. Why?
I
guess I don't want.
Oh, and now.
Still here.
What is going on in here?
Okay, I'm leaving. You guys.
Why is just?
Oh,
And now
my God.
was
My
awesome.
God. How the fuck do I get out of here?
9/11 was horrible. I'm glad we shot Obama dead. I think it's wonderful. Fuck that guy.
Shut the fuck up. God. How do I... Jesus Christ. Anyway, here's the point. So I says, tech protect... yeah, well, we can edit it out. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys Chunk in a minute. But anyway, so here's what I tweet the other day. I says, Dear PlayStation, you guys need to get Greenland before Trump does. Xbox is starting to cook super hard, which apparently I shouldn't say that when I'm 53. And since it looks like FromSoft won't be locked to PS5, y'all need something for next holiday. Now, I assumed, and by the way, if I'm still, I don't know how to take myself here. Let me put myself in here. I assumed that people would get the joke, right? I assumed that people would say, oh, Jaffe's talking about the fact that Trump has made a comment that he's thinking about annexing or taking over Greenland. The actual Greenland, the country. And people literally thought that I was console warring. I don't know if they thought Greenland was supposed to be Xbox. I'm like, you motherfuckers, are you guys unaware? Do you guys ever look at the world news, the politics and shit? It's like they literally thought, and then I just got tons of, even on NeoGAF, they were like, I mean, look, here's The Rock. I love that. It's going to be okay. Seriously doubt. They got a lot of eyes from the Game Awards and are potentially 3 exclusives next year. They just need more partnerships. What are you talking about? I'm talking about, look at this. Tripster says the place just won a Game of the Year and most likely will get something nominated next year. Fucks. Read a newspaper. Read the fucking internet. No one's talking about video games. It was a joke. It was a joke. God, what do you mean? What does it mean? It doesn't matter. All right, here's what matters. We have to find news. And I have consciously not gone to look at today's news because I wanted to wait for you guys. So let us find, he's talking about your mention of the FromSoft non-exclusive. I'm saying that it's not, that basically Sony doesn't have a controlling interest in terms of percentage of ownership in the parent company of FromSoft. And so they can't say, they can ask, but they can't say Elden Ring 2 or the new whatever they're making is going to be locked to PlayStation. That's all. There's nothing controversial about that statement. Of course we know that that's true. They're not going to do that. They can't. They would if they could, I imagine. Although it's getting to the point that even Square is like, you know what? You saw this the other day, right? Where the president's like, look, the last Final Fantasy did well. It wasn't below expectations, which hell must have frozen over that if he said that. And, so, but he says, look, man, it's getting so expensive that we're not ever going to be doing console exclusives again. And he's right. He's right. Anyway, whatever. Point is, let's look at the news for the day and let's see what would be good for the proper, serious, adult Gabbing and Games show later tonight. Well, look at that. You know what, Matt, how do you say his last name? He's been on the show before. He's the creator of the excellent Severed Steel, one of my favorite shooters. How can it be your favorite shooter if you don't remember the name so much? Somebody said that to me. I was raving about Dragon Age, and they're like, you don't remember the name of the main bad guy. How can you like the game? Because, you fucking moron, I'm 53, I have children, I'm trying to make a business go, I have responsibilities, I play 5, 6, 8 games at a time. Sorry, I didn't remember. I remembered he was a bald guy with elf ears. Oh, his name is Solus, see? You must not be a real fan. Yeah, I guess I'm not. You got me, you fucking moron. Idiot. Anyway, the point is, though, Severed Steel is excellent. This is his new game, Echo Point Nova, which I haven't played yet. I have a code. I hear it's delightfully excellent. And he's letting you know now that you can get stickers. You can customize your hoverboard. That's not too bad, but that's not the main news of the day. Let's get the main news. Here's my secret sauce. Topics for Gabbin and Games. Kevin, can you call into the show? Every comment Kevin makes now in the chat is about him being gay, which is fine. But did you just come out this year? I remember when my brother came out of the closet, and we had me and Emiko, my ex, not really, ex, a wink. We went to Alabama, and I want to say it was for graduation or. I don't understand how this guy, Patrick, who was a friend of ours in college who was gay, and my brother were sharing the same space. But maybe it was our wedding. I don't know what it was. But my brother had just come out, or he was out in a more open way. I don't fucking know. But Patrick, there's his name. There's our friend. You don't know his last name. He's actually a very well-known individual in entertainment, but I'll just call him Patrick because that's his name. And Patrick says, oh, did he just come out of the closet? And we were like, relatively recently. Why? And he says, oh, because he's dressed like he's doing I just came out and I'm gay. And we're like, what do you mean? And it's like he had the rainbow necklace with rainbow rings. And I guess, yeah, Patrick Ewing, sure. And he had his pants, his jean leg cuffs rolled up. There were things that I guess you did in the gay community back then to let people know that you were of the gay persuasion. And I bring that up because Kevin Sal, I don't know, maybe this is the new thing, but it's like, Kevin, every comment of the last 6 months is about you being gay. It's like, yes, welcome to gayness. We know, enjoy, have fun. You are now free, as they said in the Ricky Gervais in Extras, to go out and enjoy guilt-free cock. Did you ever see that show, Extras, with Bunny? This guy, Bunny, was gay as the day is long. And he finally divorced his wife. And Ricky Gervais was out with these dudes who he was trying to prove that Ricky Gervais, wasn't gay because he was playing a gay guy in a play. It doesn't matter. It does matter. I'm going to show you the clip. Tech Protect says he can edit it out. Tech Protect says... I'll edit it all. This is supposed to be a show. I tell him yesterday. I said, let's do a show about prepping the show. I've done that before. It goes well. He goes, great, let's do that. So far, we've talked about Todd Howard being a lesbian, Chunk from the Goonies, and this clip I'm about to show you. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's go. I'm going to show you. Let me show you Bunny, first of all. This is Bunny from Extras. This is one of my favorite. And if you haven't watched Extras, it's great. Look, see, this is why I'll never be as big as Luke Reacts. He gets up, he's talking about video games. Look at me. Let's go to Extras, Ricky Gervais. And then Bunny. I don't care. It's fucking hilarious. All right, so here's what this... Let me set it up for you. Bunny is this guy who Ricky knows, but Ricky's in this play because he's an actor. We'll get to Chunk. And he's basically in a play called A Month of Summers, directed by Ian McKellen, where he's has to play a gay dude, or he's playing a gay dude, and he runs into some old friends of his, and this is what happens. So this is from Extras. Here you go.
Handy Pandy! Oh. Hi, can I just check there are some tickets for my colleagues from the BBC should be coming down? Damon Beasley +1 and Ian Morris +1. Yeah, we've got. Oh, great. Okay, we're there.
Handy pandy.
All right, so those are his straight friends, right? Those are his butch friends from high school or something.
You remember these boys from school, don't you? Nobby, Boss Hog, Guttrock.
Oh, yeah, what are you doing here? Not here for the play, are you?
Yeah, we got tickets.
Oh, not your type of thing.
No, we're looking forward to it. What's it about?
It's all feelings and emotions. I'm just here.
Oh, no. Oh, God, look at that. Pufters at 12 o'clock.
What can you do?
That your audience, is it?
No way.
Andy. Hiya.
Fans.
Thanks for sorting out tickets, love.
No worries.
Why are you sorting the village people out with tickets?
Village people. It's just gas. Bloody Christ.
Now, this is the best. So Bunny, that's Bunny with the sweater. He used to be married. Watch Ricky Gervais's face when he realizes when Bunny says he's no longer married, because he thinks he's going to be able to use that to make his friends think he's not gay. But watch his face. It just deflates. It's great.
Couldn't miss my little genie's first grown-up play. Oh, you do hang around with all the butch boys, don't you? Hello, I'm Bunny.
He was. How's the wife?
Oh, gone. I was living a lie and she knew it, but now I'm able to go out and enjoy some serious cock, guilt-free. Yumma, 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 yumma. Break a leg.
I'm gonna get changed. Come down for a few beers if you want, but don't hang around for this shit.
So, that's Kevin's crew. That's right. Wow, I love it. It's so good. And then later in the play, he has to kiss this guy. And, but the guy, it doesn't matter. It's a funny show. You should watch it. Fuck it. We're already on the copyright list. Let's watch Chunk, and then we'll get to video games. How about that? This is Chunk from Goonies doing something, and I'm not going to play the whole thing because it's miserable. It's fucking miserable. But here's Chunk from the Goonies. So. Like his mom let him do this.
I ain't got no money, but I'm rich on personality. Hey, check it all out. Baby, I know what it's all about. Before the night is through, you will see my point of view. Even if I have to scream and shout, baby, I'm a star. Might not know it now, but baby, I'm a star. I don't want to stop until I reach the top. Sing it, girl. Get down. Hey, take a listen. Tell me, do you like what you hear? If it don't turn you on, just say the word. I'll be gone, but honey, I know there's nothing wrong with your lips. Hey,
I mean, really?
check it all out. Better look now, just might be too late.
I mean, what the fuck was that? I know what it was.
There's gotta be a better life. Take a picture, sweetie. I ain't got no time to waste. Oh no, baby, I'm a star. That's right. Might not know it now.
I mean, what? What the fuck are you watching? I don't know. That's how you became a mod. This is Chunk from the Goonies on a show called Kids Incorporated. And he's singing a song from Prince from the Purple Rain album. And it's horrible. Now we'll get to video game news. All right. God damn. All right. There you go, Tech Protect. You got your work cut out for you. Okay. You know, there are just days, boys. I haven't taken any unhealthy drugs or drugs at all today. I feel very drug-addled today. Shut up. All right, here we go. This is where I start every day on topics for Gabbin and Games, okay? Oh, interesting. Steam users are review bombing Assassin's Creed Origins. That's something I will talk about today. I got this guy who wrote me this talking about how review bombing video games is a valid form of, I don't know, even if you haven't played the game. And I said, that's ridiculous. You're going in because of something you've heard. You have absolutely no experience playing the game, but because something you read or heard or something, you're going to go and try to knock the score off. And he goes, well, yeah, that's a valid thing to do. So I think I might want to talk about that today because I don't know about you guys. I think that's ridiculous as fuck. That, I mean, again, a lot of companies have taken care of it, but Metacritic we were talking about specifically, where Metacritic doesn't seem to care if you can prove that you can have played the game. It seems ridiculous to me. You can review a game on Steam without buying it, without buying it, but you can review a game on Steam if you haven't played it, but it'll tell the audience how much you've played. Metacritic doesn't care. So we might talk about that, but Plazookas doesn't like that. He says, we just talked about this. It's becoming the norm. I don't think we've talked about this. Anyway, that might be a story. Okay, let's see what else. How to watch games done quick. I can't stand games done quick. It makes me too nervous. It makes me too fucking nervous to watch that. Because if somebody just messes up, they barely mess up, I can't be there for it. It makes it just like, no. Has the truth behind Black Myth Wukong's absence from Xbox been revealed? I mean, people might be interested in this particular story. It is counted to the overall ratings, Carlos. It absolutely is. At least the user score, sure it is. If you go, I'll come back to this Black Myth thing. If you go right now to Metacritic Dragon Age, right? Here. The 3.9 is absolutely a combination of people who have played it and haven't played it. The fact that somebody would give this a 0, come on. It's ridiculous. But anyway, we'll talk about it if you guys want to. I'll put these up at the end. We'll decide. Yeah, so is Black Myth Wukong's absence been revealed? Yeah, well, that's a good point. Salvador says not enough Xbox consoles in China to make it worth it. But also, yeah, I mean, a lot of people are saying that the developer is complaining about it being the Xbox Series S being the problem, that they just can't meet parity. Whatever. Surprise. I don't know. I mean, how many people? I mean, I guess a lot of people have Xbox Series X's and S's as their main console. Part of me is like, dude, if you're a console gamer, I mean, what are you doing? Why are you buying an Xbox? I love Xbox, by the way, this generation. The last two, what I was saying about Todd Howard, the last two have been my game of the years, are both from Bethesda. But if you're going to buy a console, why would you buy an Xbox? Just because there's, you can play everything. Anyway, let's move on. Okay. I guess it makes sense why you would, because if you don't have a PC, then how are you going to play the Game Pass games? That's true. The thing about Wukong not being on Xbox is they were prominent journalists saying it was kind of a secret PlayStation exclusive. Right, I heard that as well. I don't know. All my friends, says Johnny Utah, are on Xbox, and my wife works for Microsoft. Cool. I mean, again, I think Xbox is the best place to play this year, at least Game Pass, but that's just me. No, that's not true. Salvador says Jaffe's the only person not using his Xbox as a paperweight. No, I barely ever turn on my Xbox, but I use Game Pass like a fucking hardcore motherfucker. The only thing I use more is GeForce. That's a good point. No, Carlos says it's cheap and can play Call of Duty and Madden. Yeah. I mean, I'm not opposed to the Xbox Series X. I am kind of like, you'd think that the parity thing would have, I don't know. Let's put it this way. The S has sold well enough that it's not like if they hadn't had the S, it's like what? If Wukong was suddenly on the X, you'd be seeing Xbox Series X hardware at the top of the charts? No. So it really didn't affect them either way. But again, I have an Xbox. It's right here. I like my Xbox. There's just no reason to turn it on because I have a PC. And so to open up Game Pass on PC is, it's a much better experience for me. Okay. All right. Let's find some news. James Gunn says not to read too much into the silhouetted cameo of Batman. Okay. I heard it's a good show. Haven't watched it yet. Apple has halted production of its Vision Pro VR. Yeah, because it's stupidly expensive. $3,500. I think I haven't even seen the tech in the wild. I haven't played with it. It looks amazing, but no. I'm not buying it. It's too expensive. It's stupid. But you know what I hear is selling well is not just the Meta Quest 3, but the Ray-Bans. The Meta Ray-Bans apparently are doing really, really well in Europe. I'm not sure why Europe is suddenly the hotbed for Ray-Ban with AI in it, but it's nice to see. I mean, AR is going to change the world, absolutely. And it's kind of cool to see a meaningful step there in terms of consumer adoption of that. That's pretty sweet. But, okay, let's see. Apparently, GTA 6 is predicted to exceed 1 billion in pre-orders alone. Yeah, no kidding. Who cares? Although, why? I mean, I would pre-order it if I get something good, but are you going to pre-order Grand Theft Auto 6? Maybe if you're a physical collector like Eddie Torres or something. But if you're going to get a digital copy, which is most people, why would you pre-order this? And they better offer you something really good. Jonathan says the Meta Ray-Bans were sold out in every store I went to before Christmas. Yeah, and once they get, you know, second, third generation where the AI is like really fucking Chat GPT level, to have this and you basically real-time translation. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. Oh, that's cool. There are AR swim goggles that give you lap time heart rate. Really? Really? AR swim goggles. That's cool. AR swim goggles. There you go. Isn't that cool? Yeah, look at that. That's so cool. $100, not too bad, and get them by tomorrow. Isn't that cool? Yeah, we're getting into the end game now, boys. Hello, Thanatos. What's good? Well, we're just actually getting started. Google tries to ban game that inspired Balatro over non-existent gambling gameplay. Come, give me some news, baby. I mean, look, worst case scenario. Ooh, Marvel Rivals gets Fantastic Four. Okay, that's a good one. I got to play that game more. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great. Ooh, they got Herbie is also, and Johnny, and The Thing. Ooh, look at Sue. Look at Sue Storm. She's my girlfriend. All right, well, we'll talk. That's something we should talk a little bit about. We should talk about what kind of powers we can expect them to have. Although, to be fair, Sue Storm's been in the game since launch, but the other ones are going to be brand new, so that's kind of exciting. I will, Rob. I'll play with you guys soon. Absolutely. But the AR, says Gabriel, in Quest 3 is pretty damn cool. I can walk. Right. That's why I want to get one. I've been putting it off, but I hear the pass-through is really good now. Okay, so we'll make that one of the stories we talk about for sure. I know a lot of people like that. Indie World. No. Do I think Mr. Fantastic, Tech Protect says, will be stretch focused or tech? I think he's got to be stretch focused. I mean, I don't think Marvel would let him do it otherwise, right? I mean, why would you want him to be tech focused? It's kind of like having Spider-Man and not letting him swing. Even though the swinging in Rivals doesn't feel very good, you can't have Spider-Man without the webs, right? I don't think you can have Mr. Fantastic without the stretching, or at least the Green Lantern-esque forming his hands into giant mallets and banging people and stuff like that, you know? All right. Point is, even if we don't find great news today, there's a lot to talk about. There's CES gaming peripherals coming up, big 2025 games coming up. So we'll have plenty of shit to talk about in the afternoon show. But I want to see if there's anything really pressing that you guys see. So far, though, nothing great. Anybody got any news? Somebody go make some fucking news. Hideo Kojima has revealed the ongoing video game actor strike has affected production. Okay, I don't mean to be a dick, but you know he's thrilled with that. It's like he's so jealous and obsessed with wanting to be a movie maker that he loves the fact that they had to halt production because the actors strike. We use real actors. We have real Hollywood problems. You know that's true. And I say this as a massive Metal Gear fan. I cannot wait for Metal Gear Fuck you, it's nonsense, you whore. It's not nonsense. It's totally true. You can love Kojima. You can love Kojima's work. You can love Metal Gear, which is one of the top 3 best video game franchises ever, and still recognize the fact that the man literally when he's in bed and he farts, he literally puts the covers all around him just to go, I don't want any of this bouquet of excellent fart to escape. I want to drink it in because it is a Kojima fart. Am I right, Calvin? He's not listening. He thinks his old man's crazy. Yeah, Kojima starring Hideo Kojima. You goddamn right. So don't fucking come at me and act like, oh, Jaffe's jealous. You're just jealous of Kojima. He's amazing. He's an amazing talent, but he's also so fucking up his own butthole that he wipes his ass with his haircut. Oh, am I behaving in a very mean way, Addie Pie? Addie Pie, please. Go suck your father's dick. Okay. Okay, let's move forward. There's no room up his butthole, says Brad. Keely's stuck up there. Could be. Hideo Kojima's, maybe we'll talk about that. Is that something we should talk? No one has to tell you you're what would I be jealous of? I mean, seriously, what is there to be jealous of? I don't want to make video games anymore. Okay, would you like a list of people I'm jealous of in terms of not, I don't want to swap places with them, but I'm jealous of Asmongold's ability to bring in a huge audience with very little talent. Shh. Don't tell him. Wink. I'm jealous of Colin Moriarty's consistency of being able to consistently entertain his audience. I will absolutely cop to things I'm jealous of, but to be jealous of someone doing a job that I've already done, I don't want to make games anymore. That's you being jealous. You clearly think making video games the best goddamn job in the world, which is funny because it's easy to do. It's hard to do well. It's hard to do and get paid for it, but go fucking download fucking Unity and learn how to make a fucking game. You fucking moron. Oh, okay. So Addie Pie says, I'm jealous of him being a millionaire with an accomplished series of massive franchises plus spearheading the future of media. Well, I think that the last part is a little bit subjective and I don't believe you. So we'll get rid of that. Would I like to have Kojima money? I assume he's very wealthy, so sure. I'm very proud of what I've accomplished with my teams with Twisted Metal and God of War. So I've done that. So, all right. We are growing Helldivers 2 into Helldivers 3. Taking design suggestion for the massive miniguns everyone wants. Okay. That might be worth talking about. Let's keep that on the docket for the moment. Duplicate. This is how the magic happens. Did you see that? We wanted to make a Master Chief Doomslayer crossover. They were like, nah. Maybe. Who's Secret Level, though? I always get Secret Level mixed up with somebody else. What did Secret Level make? They just did a big game, right? But here's the real problem with, I think Halo is, I think Halo is probably, I don't know what you do to fix Halo. I don't mean the gameplay. I liked Halo Infinite a great deal, but at an IP level, I think it's, you gotta get somebody in there to Cory Barlog that motherfucker is what you gotta do. You gotta reinvent it, because the guy wearing the mask where you don't see his face and the series didn't do much to push the brand. It's not that great of a story. And so, I think you got to figure out what is it about Halo, if anything, that still resonates, or go, fuck it, we're starting from scratch. We're going to call it Halo, but let's just start from scratch and make something amazing. And that will be the new Halo definition. Because I don't think Halo really has a pot to piss in anymore, in terms of its sort of cultural relevance, man. Brad Glasgow says, Helldivers director came out and said to make good games and don't use them to make a contemporary political statement. Yeah, sure. Says the game that's basically ripping off one of the most satirical political movies of all time with Starship Troopers. I get it. Come on. I assume he was saying that ironically, like as a joke. I don't know. Look, I've been there. It's amazing how a little bit of success can make you think you know everything and that everybody wants to hear what you have to say. But, you know, trust me, it won't last. Not the talent. They're very talented. I love that studio. But there's a point where it's like, dude, shut up. And I'm not just saying him. There's a number of games that have been very successful in 2024 that I really just wish they would shut the fuck up about. Let us tell you the path. We've talked about this ad nauseum on this show, but it's just like, shut up. And I can say that because I've been there. I know what it's like to be the flavor of the year, the flavor of the month, and think that what you say is really interesting and meaningful, built on the bones of success. And it's just dumb. Anyway. What else we got? The upcoming micro OLED VR headset has absolutely everything and weighs less than 200 grams, but no, I don't care. No, but whenever I talk VR on this show, nobody cares. Dude, it's 70 out today. Oh, in San Diego? Yeah. What is this? Nintendo patent hit a brilliant Switch 2 feature. Oh, okay. Well, maybe we'll talk about that. People seem excited about their Switches. Hey, did you see this? No, I'm not playing that again. What do we got? $170 Millennium Falcon is $100. Who cares? This is Jeopardy. Oh, interesting. I know, whatever. You guys don't like games that don't have shooty bang bang, but I do. Oh, here we go. Helldivers says make good games. We'll talk about that. That's probably Brad Glasgow's right. You got good instincts, kid. You might make a good journalist one day. Maybe we'll talk about that. 2025 is the sink or swim year for 2XKO. What the fuck is that? I don't even know. New year, new routine, fitness boxing, Undertale. Okay. Maybe. Somebody care about Half-Life 3? I like Jeopardy too. Does somebody care about Half-Life 3? Do people really care anymore? They probably do. Maybe they do. I'll click it. Maybe it's worth talking about. All right, we're about to go to the forums. You guys see Wicked? The Wicked movie's on streaming now. I want to watch that. Kojima says his games were impacted by the strike. Oh no, you're just like Hollywood. What's coming to Space Marine 2 this year? Okay, that could be cool. Maybe Bukaki will play it with me. Such a good game. Indiana Jones, A Great Circle. You can talk about the Punch-Out news. There's news on Punch-Out, the video game? Really? You guys going to play Suicide Squad now that it's free? You at least give it a try? Could you at least give it a try for your old Papa Jaffe? It's good, man. It's not brilliant. It's not the best game ever, but it's good. It's fun. All right, let's go to NeoGAF. I like to go to NeoGAF. You're not going to play. You're not even going to try it. You're not even going to try it. What do you mean the Punch-Out news? I want to see. Jez says Wukong developer told Xbox there's an exclusive deal in place. Okay. We rated... Oh, what? Xbox... Okay. That might be worth talking about. Xbox... Indiana Jones has triumphed, but we gave it a 6 out of 10. What? Okay. That's worth discussing, I suppose. Putting out Suicide Squad like somebody giving me a Betamax. Have you played it, Frank? Play it. Play it. It's fun. Wayne B didn't like it, though. Ubisoft is dying. Market shares collapse. Who cares? Late to the party, The Order. I still need to play The Order. I really do. Okay. Call of Duty. I played a lot of Call of Duty last night, by the way. Eternal Strands release date trailer. Okay. That's exciting. I'm looking forward to that game. Look, you know, we got Avowed coming out pretty soon too, man. Happy New Year, Chris Bukaki, whatever the fuck your character is. Okay. Atari reveals new handheld. I'm sure this is not worth caring about. It never is with Atari. I love Atari, but I mean, it's like, what? Do I get to play Asteroids? I mean, who cares? Yeah, no. It's cool they have a rollerball, but I don't know. Sony punishes PS Plus subscribers with Suicide Squad. You know what? Shut up. Shut up. My God. You don't have to play against bots, Jonathan, on Suicide Squad. There's no multiplayer. I mean, there's co-op, but I never played with anyone but the AI. Matt Piscatella says, despite a rocky couple of years, Xbox's future is looking pretty bright. Maybe I'll talk about that today. I know most people who come to the show like PlayStation more, and so y'all still get really upset about that. I don't know why, but whatever. Output 2025, we're going to talk about that. Show us your gaming setup. This might be fun to look at, some of the best and worst. Yeah, these are crazy, man. I mean, some people's gaming, maybe I'll go through this and find some really good ones and really embarrassing ones. But these are pretty good. Those are always fun to look at. Let's go to VGC. Okay. The console war is why, says Ravnos. But, I mean, don't you guys got something better to care about? I mean, no offense, but all these previews are not... There's no new data. I've already read all these. Yeah, none of these are interesting. These are just regurgitating stuff we already know. What is... I don't know. Oh, I know it. Okay, I know what that is, Bukaki. I'm not reading that. 11 great games to kick off 2025. All right, that might be fun to talk about. Let's go to Reset Era. I know some of you guys they don't like me over there. I'm banned over there. You can't even make a thread with my name in it. Isn't that the funniest thing, these guys at Reset Era? It's like, guys, I'm more progressive than you guys are. What are you doing, you morons? Okay, Punch-Out series effectively dead. Well, yeah, that's not a story. Was anybody walking around expecting more Punch-Out? Half the audience doesn't know what the fuck Punch-Out is. Apple Arcade sucks. No, it doesn't, idiot. Okay. What long-term gaming goal have you been trying to accomplish? Never had a long-term gaming. I guess finish. I will tell you guys, I played. Look at these fuckers still in the JoJo D room. Hang on. Really?
Oh, it never happened.
Really? You're still in here.
We're
discussing questions to ask you.
You're still in here.
Stuff.
I'm only doing a show. Do you go to a fucking live Broadway show and just start... Ask Anthony if he ever wanted to be on stage and people were just like, hey, they bring out poker and start playing poker.
I put my headphones in and listen to podcasts.
Yeah, shut up. Shut up. Goodbye. Good Lord. The disrespect that I put up with. I'll tell you what. Look at Gina. Haha. She's in there too. She just has it invisible. That's fine. Okay, let's see. Gina, call in. Let's talk. I want to talk to you about something very important. Eternal Strands, we already got that. Public demo releases. Okay. All right. Nice. I do like Drudge, but look, I used to go to Huffington Post. He's making fun of the fact that I have Drudge Report bookmarked, which I do, because they collect a lot of the news and it's easy to read in one place, but they do tend to lean right. I used to go to Huffington Post, which was the left version. but not anymore because it's gotten kind of shitty now. So, fuck you, Bukkake. I just cleared a sewer pump, and that was more enjoyable than this stream right now. You know what, Bukkake? I hope the next time you clear a sewer pump, you crawl inside and live there like the fucking Shrek wannabe. All right, let's look up some news. Here's a site that I always try to show you guys. And you guys don't seem to ever care. That's okay. But it's called Alpha Beta Gamer. If you have PC, this is where you go to get tons of new demos and shit you've never heard of. Oftentimes, it'll blow your fucking mind. It's a physics-based platformer where you control the movements of a salmon with just 2 buttons as they make their way upstream. It's called Upstream. Right? Come on. Just get, again, why in the world, I hate my waifu streamer. Why in the world you would not get a PC if you can afford it and you like video games? I don't know. Game of Fate 2. An FMV sci-fi mystery where you're transported back in time to early 20th century China. Come on. How do you not want... Look at that. Sonic Adventure 2 Redux beta demo. Look at this fucking thing. Find or be found. Anyway, whatever. All right, what else do we got? Anything? It's just going to be an afternoon of me really looking hard for some stories to talk about, but that's part of the fun. It's part of the fun, figuring out what to discuss. 18 indie games to look forward to. Oh, no, look, Kojima says his games were impacted because of the strike. I'm glad he let us know that. All right, now after this, we start going to some of the sites that are, like, adjacent. So, like, Sora News 24. They cover weird Japanese news. Doesn't always give us something. The best cosplayers. That's not too shabby. Meet the hottest anime, manga, and mobile and video game characters in Japan right now. Okay, that'll be something we talk about, and I can get behind that. All right. Let's see what else we got. Miyazaki says Happy New Year to Ghibli fans with new art of the year. Who cares? I'm not terrible to say. He's a genius. That's disgusting. Come on, give me something good. Ghibli Piggy Bank. No, I don't give a shit. If there's a lack of news, then play some of the games. I don't like to play games for the most part on stream. Explain to me why you like to watch people playing games on stream. I'm not saying you're wrong. A lot of people love it. I just, what is it about it? Maybe if I was doing something better about it, I would be better at it and like it more. But I'm just playing a game. Oh, I don't want to play Cell Damage. I didn't like that when I played it at E3. I don't like it now. I don't have a call-in waiting channel? Sure I do. It says call-in waiting room. It's right there. All right, Franklin. Good to see you, buddy. Oh, let's look up video game CES 2025 predictions. CES. All right. What to expect from CES. All right, we'll look it up. The games I linked to were Prime games to stream, and right, Ravnos, you sent me that on Discord, right? Like really bad games. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I gotcha. All right. Well, I think that's going to be the show. Oh, why do you have no access? I'll figure that out for today's show. That's going to be this particular show, the prep show. We'll be back later, early evening, late afternoon with a proper Gabbin and Games, more pulled together, and we'll go with that. And then tomorrow we'll be back again, same time, a little earlier tomorrow with either this show or Jaffe Talks Games or what have you. So, but I'll look into that, Anthony, and figure out what's going on. But in the meantime, thank you for helping me prep the show. I think we've got some decent stuff to talk about, maybe, but it'll be a good show regardless. I promise you that. Hopefully I'll see you guys on the afternoon show. I was talking to Tech Protect this week. He's like, hey, let's do it around 7. 7 might be a little late, but somewhere between 4 and 7. And we'll start being consistent with that. We just got to figure out the time. Oh, fuck you, Addie Pie. I hope you pass away today. Oh, my God. All right, that's it. Be well, be safe. Thank you guys very, very much. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. All right. Bye, you guys.